Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is Zen. I'm really excited to have this episode with you guys today. I have some really cool topics, some topics I've been talking about for a long time, and I finally have the time to put this video together. So really excited. I'm wearing my New Balance shirt, Inspire the Dream, so I like it. It's gold. But yeah, before I get into what I call the black belt conspiracies, the rabbit holes, the fun stuff, let's start with hard evidence. So I have this metaphor. If we were in a gold rush, which technically we are, if we were in a gold rush and let's say you traveled from another state all the way to California during the gold rush to get your hands on some gold. You walk up to some strangers, are they going, and you ask them, hey, where can I find all the gold? Do you think those strangers are going to point you in the right direction, or do you think they're going to misinform you and point you in the wrong direction so you're farther off base than you were before? I believe human nature, most people in that type of situation are going to be worried about themselves getting the gold, so they're probably going to point you in the wrong direction. So how do we navigate through this world of misinformation, of shills, of people like with FUD? How do we combat that? How do we move in a world where there's tons of misinformation? The way I look at it is, when I'm making an investment, I'm thinking that I'm like an attorney. If I can't prove my investment in the court of law, like when I'm talking to someone that I tell someone I'm an XRP holder and they kind of like laugh, I'll be like, okay, well, I have the evidence to prove my point, and there's nothing that you could do to, when I show you the evidence to argue with what I'm saying. And it's really powerful, and this is how I've been able to convert so many people from maxis to XRP, because I'm coming with hard evidence, like I'm going into the court of law. So if I'm going into the court of law and I show one of Elon Musk tweets just saying some bullshit, is that evidence in the court of law? I mean, not really, maybe in some scenarios. But what I'm looking for is government documents, business documents. I'm looking for real life organizations that are teams that have a reputation to uphold, that I could look to and find evidence that what we think is also what they're talking about. And if you look in this document right here, International Trade and whatever association, organization, we also see this is the guy from XinFin right here, Andre Casterman. DLT in action. DLT is distributed ledger technology. That's what XRP and a lot of these blockchains use. So the title is Specifications Help Digitize Guarantees and Negotiable Instruments in the Most Pragmatic Way. And if we look right here, XinFin network is labeled. Also, well, of course, XDC, Ethereum, XRP, Iota. The first technology specifications for managing digital original documents in the most interoperable way. Leveraging hybrid blockchain technologies. So this is the actual document, and it's listing the same coins that we've been talking about. XinFin, XDC, and trade finance. So this is what we're looking for hard evidence. Not someone's opinion, not someone's feelings, not someone's intuition, not someone's spiritual channeled, like they got some. That's all awesome. Even my intuition. If my intuition can't line up with real hard evidence, then I probably shouldn't put $20,000 or go all in onto it. You know, like if we're gonna go all in on something, we got to be able to prove it in the court of law. So right now, all I'm doing is teaching you guys how to fish. How I make bullish decisions is not off someone's opinions, thoughts, emotions, feelings, psychic ability, anything. It's about hard evidence, like we're going into a court of law. This is how we find out what they're really planning. And a lot of times it's completely lined up with our intuition if you're really tapped in. So our intuition was telling us XDC was going to be big, and then we have all the evidence to prove our intuition. intuition without no proof is just intuition. It's not provable in the court of law. Okay, enough of that. So now let's talk about. I have a lot to discuss. I've been talking about this idea I've had. I'll tell you the whole story. So we all know Ripple is connected to the Phoenix. That's an obvious one. I believe it's not just about Ripple. Also 45, our former president, or maybe still is, Donald J. Trump. I believe just like XRP got delisted and got shamed and got thrown out, and XRP will come back like the Phoenix. I believe 45 will also, he got kicked out, he got cheated, he got lied about. He will come back like the Phoenix. Now there is one more connection that I have found completely random recently. If anyone else has more information on this rabbit hole that I randomly came across, I'll tell you the story. So for the past month, basically what happened was my company has hired a new employee. So I've been going out a little bit more, having to take him out to like bars just to get to know him. Every time I go to the bar, the Golden Knights are playing. So I'm in Las Vegas. It's a big deal. They're in the playoffs. And I noticed the first time I went to go watch Golden Knights. It was the Golden Knights versus the Avalanche. And all of a sudden, because I was drinking, I was like, oh, there's got to be something here because Golden Knights and then Mr. Poole, there's going to be an Avalanche. And both of them were playing, like competing for first place of their division. I was like, there's something here. I was also drunk. So it reminded me of back in the day that what the Greeks did was when they would debate or have a new idea, they would talk about it sober, and they would talk about it again after they got drunk because they said it was a new state of consciousness and they had new ideas. So I felt like by me being a little drunk, I was able to watch this with like a new lens and all these new ideas coming in. I was like, wow, okay, so the Golden Knights, this is funny. And without trying, all these connections started to happen. So the Golden Knights, let's look at their logo to start. First of all, their logo is a big their logo is a big X. So I noticed that right away. I was like, they have an X on their jersey. Then notice their arena is called the Fortress. It's all themed off of King Arthur. King Arthur is very, very relevant with the XRP community. But going further, I remembered, okay, well, I was here in Vegas during the whole Route 91. So let's check out that. This is where it's going to get weird. So Route 91, I've been talking about this all year. 9-1 equals the Phoenix. 9-1 equals the Phoenix. So Route 91 existed from 2014 to 2017. 2017 was the birth of the Golden Knights. It's also the moment when the shooter, Stephen Paddock, sprayed into the audience of this. And guess how many people, according to Wikipedia, were in the audience? 22,000. XRP equals 22. ISO 2022. 22 is a big number right now as well. So the ISO 22, there have to be 22,000 people, which, how is there exactly 22,000 people? They put 22,000 exactly because it's for a purpose. Either this thing is planned by the numbers or it's a glitch in the matrix. We're able to see the coding of the matrix. I don't know. What do you guys think? So they put 22,000 people exactly. What is the odds that there's exactly 22,000 people there at the Route 91? I believe there has to be probably, why wasn't there like 19,740? Like that's normally how numbers work. So Route 91, okay. So 91, if we look here, Phoenix equals 91. Okay. I thought this was pretty symbolic. You got the Route 91 harvest. They're harvesting all the energy here. And you have the gold Mandalay Bay in the background. You got the big gold Mandalay Bay. And of course, you got the pyramid there to, yeah, crazy. Now, where it gets even more weird. So we all know this dude wasn't the actual guy that did it, but they plugged this guy's name into the news cycle, right? He didn't actually do it, but they used this guy's name, Stephen Paddock. He was the guy that was the big bad guy that sprayed into the audience. Type his name into the calculator, first thing that pops up, XRP. Stephen Paddock. And I'm just like coming up, I'm just like doing all this while I'm at a bar. I'm like, holy crap, this is insane. So Stephen Paddock equals XRP. Nine one 19. What are we in right now? So what happened was in 2017, it was an incredible year. We had that tragedy that happened, and then basically the Golden Knights. We had this slogan called Vegas Strong, and we all came together behind the Vegas Strong movement for Golden Knights. They went to the championship and lost to the Capitals. They lost to the Washington Capitals. What does that sound like? So the Golden Knights were birthed. They had this amazing journey to the championship, and they died like the Phoenix. They're having their hero's journey being revived right now, and I made a prediction last month. I was like, I guarantee it. I haven't watched one game this year. I don't know if they're in first. I don't know if they're in last place. I'm going to guarantee that the Golden Knights will win the championship this year. And I told my brother, put some money on for me. He has a betting app. And I've been meaning to make this video. I posted this prediction a few times in Telegram, and I was laughing. I was like, well, this theory could get debunked if they don't win this last series. They just won the last series, so there's more validity to this theory more and more as we move forward. So I wanted to make sure to get this YouTube out. I mean, this is wild. This could definitely be debunked or whatever, or could be proven wrong. But when you've been a conspiracy theorist long enough, it's fun. You end up coming up with your own like theories based on what you see. So I just want to put this out there. So they lost to the Washington Capitals, and now they're coming back. And if they win it this year, it's almost like they're acting as the Phoenix as well. So they went all the way to the championship, loss, and now they're coming back to retake the championship and be the Phoenix in their true beauty. I think it's either going to happen this year, or if it doesn't happen this year, I think it will for sure happen in 2022 because it makes sense with the 22,000 at 9-1. So I think Golden Knights will be progressing with XRP. It kind of sounds weird. And when you go back and look at their history of their logos, some of their logos, original sketches, were actually King Arthur's sword in the stone. Where is it? So when they were first imagining the logos, here it is. See that sword in the stone? The Excalibur. So then we go over here. Their logo looked just like the Excalibur, right? So you knew they have some type of emotional draw to the Excalibur. But then you find out the Excalibur Hotel is right next door to T-Mobile. It's literally right next door. You can look at each other. Excalibur is a sword from King Arthur, right, I think? XRP is supposed to kind of be like Excalibur for the XRP holders. When us XRP holders hold XRP, it's almost like these Jedis get a lightsaber. The XRP is like this tool for us light workers to do what we want to do. So yeah, also if you look up, you think I'm just the only one talking about King Arthur? It's becoming a relevant talk in the quantum internet realm. So Zack Snyder is writing his King Arthur movie set during the gold rush, Vegas Golden Knights. They're helping in the sports. We know sports are always connected with current events. They're helping they're the Knights of the Golden Age. They failed against the Washington Capitals the first time. They're coming back like the Phoenix to usher in this gold rush. They were birthed 2017, 17. There's that number again. So, Zack Snyder also says, tongue in cheek, suck it, Warner Brothers. So he told Warner Brothers to fuck off, basically, which shows that's pretty dope. So one more thing on this whole Phoenix talk. So we saw the Phoenix is obviously relevant. I told you about Vegas Golden Knights being also another Phoenix symbolism. In my own city, more Phoenix shit. More Phoenix shit. So we got the Phoenix coming out of the Allegiant Stadium, the new Raider Stadium here in Las Vegas, called the Trilogy. What's the Trilogy? XRP, XDC, XLM. That's a trilogy. Ashes, Awake, Ascend. 3 sets, 1 night. What is 3 sets, 1 night? 13. Ashes, Awake, Ascend. So, that sounds like the rise of the Phoenix. Why is the Phoenix all of a sudden so popular and everything when us conspiracy people have been talking about it for a long ass time now? I haven't watched this yet. Let's watch this real quick. We'll watch it together.
I've always wanted to give a totally new experience to my last 3 albums, Ashes, Awake, and Ascend. I want to play 3 sets in 1 night with the biggest production in the biggest venue. I feel like these albums need one huge final send-off. This will be the biggest show I've ever done. This is the Trilogy.
Wow, I might actually go to that. I've been telling everybody I can't wait for everything like a big festival. I can't wait to be in the crowd. I can't wait to host King Chella our own. So yeah,
When Johnny said he needed him.
but that's insane, right? We've been talking about the Phoenix forever. Now there's an entire music festival about the Phoenix and ascending. Like, wow. If you're not a member of our Telegram, it's a must. Join the Telegram. The link will be in the description. We're always breaking down everything like in these YouTube videos. So yeah, here's me talking about Golden Knights after they won yesterday. But really, let's talk about this. Oh, media's too big. So I can't view in Telegram. Maybe I can play it on my phone. Anyway, so you guys need to go watch. It's the weekend. You have some time. Go watch The Startup on Netflix. Insane. Absolutely insane. So The Startup is about a group of people who go on and they're creating a digital currency. Sounds exactly like XRP. Problem is they're trying to talk to all these investors. All the investors are saying, well, there's already one out there. The first is always the best. That's the role. And they're like, no, it's the best technology is what makes the best currency. It's not about who's first. It's who has the best product. And that's the exact conversation we have with the maxis all the time about XRP. But there's so many other clues. I just found it very interesting. Like in this video here, they use the same words that we've been picking up that these politicians and these bankers have been using all year. So we're on the right page. We've all noticed that level playing field was a key word that all these people choose to use. We've heard Donald Trump. We've heard Mnuchin. We've heard Brad Garlinghouse, all of these people, they always say we want to create a level playing field. Just so happens on this show, The Startup, last night, I had a video. And my phone's dead too. So you're going to have to join the Telegram for sure now to watch these videos where he specifically says we're going to create a level playing field and give power back to the people. The same exact language and keywords in a Netflix show that we've been uncovering on our YouTube channels in the XRP community. Found that very weird. If you also look up startup gematria, it equals RippleNet, XRP Moon, gematria connections. Philip Rask, interesting character in the show. So they're firsthand showing the people that someone that we're supposed to trust, an FBI agent named Philip Rask, it also equals Ripple Lab, it also equals Pot of Gold. Super shady dude, involved in all types of criminals, all types of inside shit. Hopefully people understand it's not just a movie, and these FBI agents are the ones that are doing all this fraud and stuff. And the cool thing they did was they showed in the movie 2 different FBI agents. Because people always say, oh, the FBI is bad. The FBI is just an organization. It's just a thing. It's not bad. It's not good or bad. It's just an organization. What makes it bad is the people involved in it at an individual level. So you got to see one FBI agent in it that was actually looking for truth and trying to do the right thing. And then you had another FBI agent that was using its power to corrupt and do bad things. So that's literally what's happened. A lot of these FBI agents are using their power for bad because they are pretty much neck deep in corruption, and they have to cover up so much corruption that they have to do more and more and more and more bad things just to stay out of the light. And that's what's happened. It's called panic. Like, these people have to keep doing more and more bad things, making it easier and easier for the good guys to catch them. Another video right here was about talking about how the first technology is always the best, and more and more. But let me see. That's about it. That's about it. I mean, there's so much more to cover. Keep in mind, we may see some more dips with XRP in the next few days. We're waiting for Flare to go live. Just like everyone uses level playing field, and that's the key word that we look for. We also look at the words. We look at all the words. So when I hear Flare says it's going to unlock value, I take that literal. If they're going to unlock value, that means they're going to unlock value. That's what they say. So right now, the price means nothing, whether it's $0, whether it's $10. Would you sell your XRP right now if it was $10? I wouldn't. So we're patiently waiting for Flare to go live, because then we have utility. We could put in our XRP in the Flare network and collect rewards off our XRP. Then it has value to us. Also, it will unlock value, and I believe that's when we'll see a lot of price appreciation. So we have about 30 days of patience, and we should see some big booms before that too. Anything else I want to bring up? Let's see. Quantum Businessman will be joining the roundtable next week, June 6th. Go watch his channel. He does amazing content on timelines, quantum universe, and Mandela effects. So we're going to be talking to him about the golden timeline and things like that. But yeah, guys, I've been having fun growing and being on this journey with each and every one of you. I've been learning a lot. And I guess I'll end this stream here. Have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow night on the roundtable. Peace.